Hi everybody, welcome back to SevTech Ages, episode 79 with me, Sid, and I've been mining in the Twilight for iron. It appears to have all gone through now, and I actually should turn this on, but I've just been letting it get a bit of a backlog of dust going in there. But it occurred to me that I need to do a little bit of practical experimentation, and to do that, no, where is it? Somewhere in the world there is some compressed, no, it's not going to be there, some compressed iron, and I don't know what I've done with it, which is a bit embarrassing. Is it in there? No, that's tin. What have I done with the compressed iron? So storage drawers have compacting drawers, which I've not explored in this. Now they're a little bit expensive, but one of the drawbacks we have currently with this is if I want to make iron blocks, I have to cast iron. Not cast iron, but you know, cast iron. What the hell have I done with that compressed iron? I know I've not got. I know it's got to be somewhere safe. There we go. And I'm going to guess that we use that in one of those to make one of those. I only need one of those right now. So, as we're in the process of planning to move all of our storage over, it occurs to me that while we're doing it, it might be worthwhile investigating the feasibility for using compacting drawers for the metals. Just because we can. More than anything, to be honest. The trim controllers are actually very, very cheap. What's in there? That is not the right plate thingy. You can go over there. Have that. Go. Pachoo. Thank you. And yeah, now I've also been looking at what we have to do regarding this stuff. This has got a nice temperature on it. I don't know whether I'm just keeping this fed with wood for the time being, because I'm not entirely sure whether I want to let it cool down or not, because it's taken a while to get there. Anyway, compacting drawer. Let me have a look at that. So if I place you down and stick you in, it doesn't actually compact them. So utterly pointless, as far as I can see. Seems an awful lot for... See, I'd love to know what that does. That seems an awful lot for something that doesn't actually do what it's supposed to do. 16 stacks per drawer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, we'll be going with normal drawers then, I'm going to guess. Maybe some other drawers for things. Now, in terms of what I want to do down here, I'm really not 100% certain. I mean, you've got nine things there. 9. I mean, I suppose storage drawers would be an obvious thing to use for all of this iron. I'm not going to turn that on yet because I need to work out what the hell I'm going to do. But I think we're going to make the drawers. I'm probably going to... obviously we need to do frame drawers. I'm not going to be doing that all this episode. We do need to get and push into pneumatic craft, and we need to push into pneumatic craft big time. But I'm very conscious that I would actually like to get my storage sorted out and relocated before I do that, because right now I'm backwards and forwardsing, and I think rather than push into things higgledy-piggledy, we are going to be far, far better off doing this properly, you know, using the... What did I do with that table? Did I take it up to... I don't know what I did with that table. I thought maybe I've taken it up to already up there as a table. I don't rightly recall, you know. Oh man, that's going to be entertaining. I can't remember what I've done with my table. Oh, it's here. I used it as a table. It is not a problem. Okay, so we have got the drawers, which obviously wooden items. We've got a framed drawer here. We've got these kind of drawers, and I'm probably going to do something similar where we'll use some of the smaller drawers for things that we don't have a lot of, bigger drawers for things we do have a lot of. Certainly the irons and things will move over, and metals. We'll probably use some actually additions crates if we can as well for some of to replace some of this stuff, because you know it's currently a mess, I think is the fair way of saying this. Now in terms of what I would like to do, I think I'd like to use bluestone trim with probably actually just keep it fairly neutral with a stone body. And let's have a look. So if we put you in there, stone body with a bluestone trim, that actually looks quite nice. It's got a kind of a classiness to it. Maybe. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll keep it, that can be our design. I will make more of these. I'm just going to take do the metals to start off. Well, I'm going to do the iron to start off with, and we'll take it from there. Now this will hold 32 stacks, I think, off the top of my head, which should be more than adequate for what we want. And if we, I mean, the metal is going to be what we need the most of, and almost certainly iron is going to be what we need the most of out of all the metals. So, you know, slap bang in the middle, very first thing we come down to, and we should probably turn you on. I have also made more rods, so we are pretty good there. So yeah, that kind of works. Now we probably, if I look at the storage, we can make that. We've got the key to lock it. I'm not bothered about the concealment or the personal, but we probably do want to do. I want to know what is this button? Why for this? These are pretty cheap. I think I may make those just to get on with. And we also need to make another batch of metals. So yeah, I mean, we're going to have what we got: gold, copper, tin, nickel, aluminium and steel. That's 6. Okay, I'm sure there must be more. Let me go and have a look, see what else we've got kicking around over there, and I will make a start transporting some of these things over, I think. So yeah, let me get that done. I'll be back within a sec. All right, quick update. We've got all of these metals over here. We brought the forge over here along with all of the stuff. So, and I've made it actually bigger while I was at it. We've lost the ability to inject metals, but to be honest, now we've got the arc furnace, we're not going to use that much anyway. This is bits and pieces of metal and stuff that we haven't found a home for yet. And I will probably bring over the stone facility, the smooth stone thing that I've been using, just because it's not fast, but it does everything for free. So it will fit nicely in here. I have been backfilling the holes that I've left behind. If we ever find a use for this, then I can't actually remove that, can I? We might as well leave that here then along with this. I don't think we're going to use either of those then. Possibly not even that again. We'll worry about that should we ever need it. So that is that lot. Now I'm wanting to get some bulk storage in because, you know, we've got blocks, and these wealthy crates are slightly bigger than a single chest. They're not that much better. Now we obviously can take these drawers over, and that drawer, and all of this lot. That lot maybe change up, I don't know. That lot we can possibly change up. Some of this we can probably change up as well, to be fair. Certainly change up the the colour schemes on the things. Although maybe keep wood for that and stones. I don't know. I can't remember what my rationale was behind that. But I do want to get into this little ball game here. I have got a reasonable amount of this. We need to do a little bit of U, which we should be able to do with what have we got lots of? Let's take some of that. And we need to get some sticks going, actually. Let me go and chop these up, and then we'll get the sticks are a pain because we can get them by sawing up leaves and ladders and whatever, but you can't actually get them from wood that way. You can't get them that way. You could put them through these things, but the easiest thing is to actually put planks through a chopping block, which is a bit of a pain considering we're actually trying to make a rocket, and yet for wood technology this is what we've got, which is kind of crazy when you sit down and think about it for a second. Right, that should do us. We'll leave the sawdust in there. We shall collect those. I shall put a couple of stacks. Well, before I do that, hang on. Just need somewhere to hide this. And again, we've got so much stuff to sort out here. It's actually it is getting somewhat silly in some respects, just the sheer volume of material we need to store and move. But then again, we are what, 70 odd episodes in, and we've kind of grown fairly hang on, how do I want to do this? Take you, chop that, place that. 1, 2, I'll stick 3 stacks in there, and that you off you go. You make some sticks for me. Yeah, I mean, we have got a lot of stuff. We've just kind of built this up over time. It's the nature of the beast, isn't it? The nature of the beast. How are we for sticks? I'll take whatever you've got there. In fact, I'll put that back in, and we shall lock you to sticks for the time being, and then we should take that back. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so we can make these. They're pretty straightforward. In fact, we can make a couple. In fact, we can make 3, because I think we need 1, 2, 3 to make a large storage, which is the one I want. So, and then let's go with 4, 5. In fact, 6. Sorry. Let's just go ham. Now we should be able to use those, and that will allow me to do 1, 2, and then we can do another batch like that, and that will allow also yeah, and that will allow me to do another 2 of those. Yeah, and then again, I suppose like that, and that will allow me to do those. So that's 6 of those, but a medium one requires some nickel plates and some treated wood, and you require treated wood and modularium plates. So I think we can pop those away for now. Treated wood, So how many do I need? 4 for that and 4 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go get these built in, shall we? And then we'll let's sleep before we end up with unpleasantness coming our way. So yeah, I don't know whether I'll get this entire move finished because there's so much to do. I'll probably go, and I would like to, at the very least, blow up a little bit more iron, because that's something we're going to need. I think we're going to need far more compressed iron, and I'll show you for why in a moment. But let's just continue with this move for a brief second. Because if I go in here and go and grab a couple of nickel, 1, 2, in fact let's do 4, doesn't matter, and just get those being squashed. And so we take 2 of those and 1, 2, 3, 4 of those and 2 of those, gives us a medium. With 1 of those gives us that plus the modularium plate, which is down here. I think I'm going to stick a whole load of these crafty tables in just around the place as well for the time being, because yeah, it's going to be beneficial in the long run. So we take you and you and you and 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, gives me the large storage. Now where to put this? I mean, if we do, I mean, you can see how big they are. There's 3 pages of that. If I do that, then there's a possibility, I suppose, for the, and then we use these for some of the bulk areas. So make more of these. Mixture of these. The medium ones I'm guessing are going to, let's just have a look at one of these. I think one of these is just that, so medium will be twice that, and the large will be, things, what have I got there, 4. Make 2 more small, I think, and we shall call it at that perhaps. Yeah, back in a moment. Alright, well, quick update. We've brought most of the storage chests over. We have got a large storage crate here for blocks and a large storage crate here for wooden blocks. And then these are just normal small storage crates. But we've got space for more of those should we want to do them, although I think one of these might become furnaces. Pardon me, just drinking Coke and making me burp. We do need to store quite a few other bits and pieces. Mob drops, for example, if I can find that one. That may still be over there in a normal cratey crate. So, and we've I made up some packing tape for our drawers that we already have, so that's a thing too. Yeah. So making progress, we need to just go and grab those drawers and bring them over. I'm not going to change the fascias on them. You know, they are what they are. And I think there's possibly a charm to be had to having a certain amount of disorganization. So as I've been working, I have been filling these in as well. So what we can do, for example, now is go and grab some more of these and just pop those down, and then we can start on mob drops. And if I can just make sure that that is nice and clear, we can bring all of this lot across. And some of these mob drops I think may get their own storage drawer, others may not, who knows. But there's certainly things I'm not keeping just because of excess. So a bone, for example, should not be there. That should have been in the thing, but I'll pop it back in once we get back over there. And once that's done, out you come. Whoop. And then repeat. So we're almost at the point where we've cleared this wall out. This lot probably, I don't know whether I'll ever need that again, the drying racks. We will take the disposal chute over. We'll obviously take the contents of this over, and we'll probably leave these furnitures and have fresh ones. These books will come over. Not sure about that. I may make another bibliocraft bookshelf. Similarly, not sure about whether we need that. The anvil will come, and we'll leave the bed and various other bits and the blood magics. This will all stay over here. I may, kind of slowly close the cave down, but it's been home for such a long time. I'm very reluctant. So anyway, let me just continue shifting stuff across, and I shall be back with you in a while. All right, just faddling around with something. I figure that if we're putting a lot of storage drawers in, we probably want to play around with controllers. And I also want to play around with framed trim to connect myself stuff together. So I was short of redstone comparators, which I've made. I've got everything else set up over there ready to go. I just need to make myself a whole bunch of... Oops, let me get these and do something like that. And then do something like that, and that should give me 28, a little bit more, I think. Let's do that one, and then we'll split that there, and we'll get there. That should do us. And then we can go and trim these. I'm going to trim them in green schist because I want the blue for other things. I've made a whole load of chests to make additional storage drawers, and yeah, now I was just going to go with stone, but then I realised it looked like stone, which is not necessarily a good thing. So 33 should be fine. We'll go with that. And asleep. And I suppose I should also take a few more storage drawers over with me while we're working over here. How are we doing there? We've still got a little bit of inventory space. We'll have the lapis and those and the redstone, I think. Oh, and that. We're at it. Whatever that was. I can't remember. Got a little bit of that packing tape left though, so if I ever do misplace anything, it's not a biggie. What is a biggie is I am not leaving gaping holes behind myself, because I have my pride. So steadily getting there. I'll show you what I've done over at the in the storage room, but still a long way to go, and it's probably not going to be done this episode. I may just push through and make it the only thing we do this episode. But the other thing we do need to do is move into Pneumaticraft big time, and as you know, I love Pneumaticraft, so as you can tell, I'm really going out of my way. Is that a creeper over there or a spider? Can't see. He's there. Oh, it's a zombie. Okay. It's a dead zombie. Right. So yeah, we're steadily getting to a place where I feel kind of happy with this. So what I'm going to do is the controller is going to go here, and it is going to connect under the floor. Yeah, what I would like, I think, to do is bring this in like that to that drawer there, which is why I wanted so many of them. And then these will come in like so underneath here. Basically storage drawers pie, this, isn't it? But it'll do the job, so let's not complain. And we can stick all of this back down. I haven't got any yet, that's fine. So these drawers are connected back here. They're all connected up like that, and need somewhere to stash that bit of wood. That'll do me, and we should be able to, you are not the same, are you? No. We should be able to come over to here and add in that comparator to make a controller, which gives us an advancement. That can go in there. And as you know, in theory, we can shift. We can click on there to unlock and lock. I don't know whether you can do the same with. Yes, you can. So I don't need to worry about doing that anymore. I'll just get the whole lot in. What is that then? That is sticks. That can go in here. God only knows what that is. That's redstone. We'll start hooking in over. I think redstone actually probably needs to go into here. As a particularly useful resource. That's clay. Clay can go in here. And yeah, so I'm just going to get the rest of these drawers in place. We're going to have a new set of drawers over there. Oh, and I put a big stack of furnaces in here. I may do something different on this side. I don't like that. In fact, let me think about this. Maybe we can get away with I haven't got a huge amount of this, but we can possibly get away with a skin of that. Yeah, that does help. Until you run out of brick, of course. Anyway, I will continue, and I shall be back in a little while. Okay, well, it's a few hours later, and I am almost out. There's a few bits left in here. Obviously, I can't break that, so I've left it here. I can always just leave it. This is largely pointless. I'll leave that bit in the coal. It's hardly worth it. Again, not a great deal of point to most of this stuff. You can stay here. These are all legacy items. This particular item we will still need. We still need sticks. This lot we'll still need, so it all needs to stay in place, as we will with this crucibles and things upstairs. Potion area, all of the low-tech stuff is staying in there. And all of the inventory and the storage and the items have moved over here. Now, they're not fully in yet, just because there's so much. You know, we're 79 episodes in, so, you know, it's not unreasonable to expect there to be a certain amount of growth. Sticks. Did I put a whole load of sticks in there? I did, didn't I? Hang on, I have a little lag, and let me fix that. Okay, that's better. And then what I've done over here is I've gone and basically created all of the dyes. What are you? You're light grey, and you are yellow, which goes just after that. Now what I'm missing is light green and dark grey. Dark grey is, of course, just one please, thank you. It's of course made with black and white, so that's not a problem. And lime green is green and white. And I've brought a framing table over here so I can make more frames. These are the last of the chests or crates that we're bringing over. Miscellaneous crap that I can't classify elsewhere. We've still got a crate there for stuff that is tech, equipment and items, wooden items and blocks, other blocks. Wherever possible, I'm putting things into drawers. Where not possible, I'm putting them into the appropriate storage. So things like that over there. This is obviously our smeltery area. We've still got stuff to find homes for over here. Bank of furnaces. I brought over the trash system, and we've obviously got that, and some more ferni. And over here I brought the books over, and I've also put some potion shelves in. So almost there. So all I need now to do is all I need now to do, he says, is oh, I need to break this down, don't I? Which means you need to go back through a crusher or a unpacking metal press or the grindstone. Oh God, forgot about that. I will. Oh, what should we do? Should we do the? How am I for steel? Steel, I'm fine. Let me just double check. If I want to make one of those, the unpacking press, it's basically 5 steel plates and some snippers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think I've got my snippers in one of these crates, haven't I? Do one of these. I'm fairly certain I saw them. Yes, snippers. Right, I'll unpack the coal. I don't want to keep it in block form now. It was there for convenience sake, and you should be on plates. And oops, and is not necessary. And then we've still got some stuff here as well, which needs homes. These 2 bits I will probably leave. That lot can come out, and that entire chest or thingy can come with us. Back down here. So we're getting there, I think, is the long and short of the story. It's just taking a certain amount of time, which is not unexpected. So I will get this coal unpacked. That should be in one of these. Which one? No. There we go. There and there. Make me an unpacking. That's the one we want. I'll leave you there actually, because we really don't need it for anything else. Oops. And just chuck that in there. Quite a neat little thing actually, the unpacking stuff. Right, leave it to it. Back in a bit. Alright, we're on the last legs. We are doing the last few items and we are done. I'm going to stick these in miscellaneous for the time being because they really don't belong anywhere else. Oh, tech. So there you have it. Storage area is complete. This has taken a lot longer than anticipated. I also need to just double check that I didn't do all of the drawers. They should all be locked. Now I think not quite. The quantities on these are pretty pathetic for most part, but they're really an area to store the stuff. All my magic stuff is just over here. There's loads of space for more room. These blocks here are actually over, these are grafting stations from Tinker's Contract. They're over torches, so they are a light source in their own right. And yeah, we've got everything we need in this place. Almost everything we need actually. I'm just thinking, have I emptied? I took that. I haven't done you or you or you yet. And you can stay as you are for the time being. Which means we should be good once I put that away and that. And for that matter, I'm going to do that as well, I think. There we go. Yeah, I am happy with that. I am going to get my screenshot for the episode. I think if we do that, that will give us that. Now there is, when we started this one, I was fully intent on pushing out this way with the asphalt blocks and making space for some pneumatic raft. As it happens, we've not got there. I did let this thing, and I will probably move all of this downstairs, but I let this thing drain of power, and this thing has therefore drained of heat, so this thing is no longer hot anymore. I don't need that, and that are unnecessary here. Okay, that's what we needed to know. Take that down out of the way. So yeah, while we've been working on that, of course, the diesel tank is now full, the naphtha tank is now full. This is, I'm going to turn you off for a little while, I think. Give that a chance to crank back up again. Bitumen is not a problem now, so we will be, in fact I'm going to guesstimate that slag and gravel are going to be more of an issue. We can get away with using sand, but why would we when we can use slag? And we haven't actually found a desert yet either, so that doesn't help. In terms of other bits and pieces, I think there might be a few odds and sods still floating around up here that needs to be rehoused, which I will sort. And I think we'll take you and we'll place you on that side. There you go. I'll have a quick snooze. So in terms of what we're doing, I have got over here the beginnings of a Galacticraft table. Next episode we are going to continue on making the NASA table. To make the NASA table we are going to need several things. We can make one of these, that's just me going off and doing some stuff with quartz and luminescence and this stuff which we make with this stuff in here. So yeah, all of that doable. These things here I can't do until we've done Pneumaticraft and this, so we need this to do all of the printed circuit board. That needs all of this stuff, an assembly laser, an assembly IO, and that. Unfortunately, so do these, because I need to get the inscriber presses, and they are made using assembly drill, IO. So there's definitely Pneumaticraft going in, and then we need an assembly program, which we need to do from, oh, Christ almighty, what have we got here? Refined hardeners and mesh. Yeah, there's an absolute bind of stuff. Now the assembly IO unit is actually probably one of the easiest things, except of course that we need to do that or do it that way, which obviously we'll do with the light box if we can. I think we can probably manage most of this, but it is going to take effort, a lot of it, which is why I wanted to spend the time this episode bringing as much as possible over here so we could minimize the amount of backwards and forwardsing that we have to do going forwards, because, you know, who wants to be running backwards and forwards all the time? Certainly not me. And so yeah, that's it. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and then I will see you soon. Bye for now.